And then I turned off the power at the orphanage. What are they gonna do? Tell their parents?
No, not little Timmy's life support.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It's the Taboo Tater Tots Club podcast.
Where we talk about anything that interests us, whether it be video games, fucking conspiracies, or how life is ultimately meaningless.
Or testicles in a waffle iron.
You had to jump in with something positive, didn't you?
Positive? You call that positive?
Lighthearted, I guess.
You call that lighthearted? That's pretty heavy sacked.
That's light compared to my normal shit, so yeah.
I suppose, as long as it's not racism.
I laugh at dead babies.
I have a joke for you.
I look forward to laughing.
How many babies does it take to paint a wall?
Depends how hard you throw them.
Yay! I don't have a clapping, but you can have a yay.
Ooh, soda!
We're building a soundboard. We want a physical soundboard, but that's gonna have to do for now.
Yeah, because we got
on
things.
My phone.
We got things that need to be done in the studio that are more utility required. So, anyways, how are you doing, Nick, on this ultimately meaningless day?
Yeah. Okay. That's
gonna change.
I saw a video of a guy with his dick wrapped in tinfoil, and he put it in an outlet.
Fried sausage.
Good old Morgan. You can always trust him to fuck.
Actually, that is the one thing I don't do. Anyways, did you really watch a video like that?
Yes.
Did he live?
I have no idea. It was like a 5-second video. Twitter is a disgusting place.
Twitter is an awesome place.
Okay. It can be both, but usually not the good stuff.
It's usually pretty fucking terrible because Elon Musk is running it.
Yeah, fucking African American.
Yeah, dirty.
Don't.
Fucking whore.
Okay.
I saved it.
There we go.
I saved it. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm okay. We recorded the day before. Really all I did on my day off was just rearrange more furniture and things. Some more shit and fuck.
I love shit and fuck. It's my favorite store.
One really good thing that happened yesterday was that I was able to take all of my wife's yarn and string and various fibers and needles, like crocheting stuff, and put them in one place. And I told her...
How long is that going to last?
No, I told her that there is only 3 places that I want to see this. In this bucket, on your, study desk or whatever, where she does her schoolwork and stuff. And also, right on her side of the bed, in the bedroom. If there is a single fucking fiber, a single itty-bitty microscopic thread outside of one of those 3 places, she's in trouble. And she's like, oh, what are you going to do to me? And I'm like, nothing that would require you to be so thirsty. So, yeah.
You didn't use the word thirsty, did you?
No, I did.
Seriously?
Yeah. I wanted to say salty, but I'm like, no, that's not the right word. And then she's like, okay, well, I don't want to see a single pair of underwear outside of either the bathroom or the hamper. And I'm like, what is that? And she's like, oh, a pair of my underwear. So yeah, that's it. How be you, Morgan?
Well, I already kind of went through my shit. Life is ultimately meaningless.
Manningless?
Shh. Shut up. So is English, okay?
Okay.
Anything and everything in this world, it turns out to ultimately be meaningless.
Say so.
I do. Because
Okay.
there's no point in anything we ever do.
If you say
Because
so.
it all gets taken away.
What got taken away from you?
My life.
Did you get more time?
No.
Then what? What happened?
I can't talk about it.
Oh, can you talk about it off air, off podcast
I can't talk about it.
at all? Period.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's that fucking bullshit.
it has nothing to do with me though, right?
No.
Okay. Does it have anything to do with Boss Man?
No.
Just your PO?
No.
Oh, it doesn't even have anything to do with
No.
probation? Oh,
No. But life is ultimately meaningless.
okay.
And everything gets taken away. And you are scum.
I am scum?
I don't know where that came from.
Okay, I was gonna say, you just said that I have nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry.
You're just taking it out on me? Okay.
That legitimately just came out of fucking left field.
Why is it never right field?
Because I don't use my right hand to jerk off, obviously.
Oh, I understand, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna fucking use a bat, you use your... I'm gonna shut up.
Okay.
That was stupid.
So the main topic of the day, if you haven't read the title of the video, is to do with video games. I have a couple of video game topics.
But there's one I want to particularly start with. It won't take very long.
Okay.
Do you remember when video games were actually made for the sake of being played and enjoyed by the player?
I would say that probably started going our way late PS3 era, early PS4 era.
It really started going downhill towards the end of the 360's life. Yeah. Like the first little bit of Xbox 360 was fucking fantastical. It was like you were in another fucking universe with unicorns and rainbows and cake up your ass.
You know what I found out?
Cake in your cake.
You know what I found out the other day, which this is kind of a symptom of that. It's kind of related. Is that there was a video game adaptation of the first Thor movie, the first Captain America movie, and I think the second Iron Man movie that I had no idea about. Like, I knew they made a video game based on the first Iron Man movie, and that was pretty good. But the other ones I had no fucking idea about. And they made a Green Lantern movie tie-in video game for the Wii.
I knew about that.
And I think that was the only platform it came out on.
I knew about that.
But those...
I never fucking played it, but I knew about it.
If I, as a cape shit nerd, back in the day, did not know about those video games, then they either had to be the most dog shit video games ever, or just the most soulless...
Under-marketed...
cash grabby type of thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And folks, that's my fucking biggest fucking issue with video games nowadays and video game corporations all around. Like, I have experience with game development engines, specifically mainly Unity, before they made that fucking stupid ass decision. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember vaguely they did something about like a source code that was open source for a while, and then they're like, no, actually you have to pay like $120 a year or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
When I was using it, it was free.
Yeah.
And it was meant for beginners. Mm-hmm. Like, Unity is a open source beginner software, unlike Unreal or what's another one? Obama.
I want to say Gearbox, but I don't think that's...
I don't think so either. I'm drawing a blank on another one. But those are the main two, Unity and...
Unreal.
I almost said Gearbox. God damn you. Straight to hell with this one.
Okay.
But everything in the gaming industry nowadays has come so fucking cash grabby. Like GTA 5 online, when it first came out, you didn't have to buy the shark cards.
Mm-hmm.
It was a choice. It was an option, but you weren't forced to. And even if you did, you couldn't buy the stupid overpowered vehicles because there weren't any.
Yeah. Can I add to that?
Oh, sure.
A modern day example of how bad GTA 5 has gotten. I just saw it yesterday on Twitter. It was from Rockstar's official Twitter account. And they said $9.1 trillion has been racked up globally for such and such online event. Remember, if 20 trillion gets racked up by November 30th or something like that, then everybody gets a free outfit. Wow, an outfit! It's so fucking stupid.
Know what?
Like,
I'm gonna specifically put the Pikachu. Wow! Yours was closer than mine.
Yeah.
I was unintentionally mimicking it.
Yeah, I
mocking it.
I know that the economy in GTA 5 Online has been dog shit for a really long time. And I haven't heard anything in several years about Red Dead Online, so I think that game that's probably dead.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think the last thing I heard about it was that they're getting like a Dirty Harry style revolver in the game, and that was like 4 years ago maybe. So like,
I don't know how true this was. But I heard a rumor going around that Red Dead had a flying horse.
The original game had a Pegasus. I don't remember if it could fly or not, but
I don't know how true that is, but
yeah, I don't know.
It seems like something Rockstar would do.
Yeah. I'm still angry that they haven't done Undead Nightmare for Red Dead 2. I'm still very angry, yeah. Or at least an alien nightmare, because there's like aliens in the actual game. Or not aliens, but like hints at aliens. That would have been cool too.
Yeah.
One of the two.
But the economy in GTA Online has always been fucked. Like, there's no arguing that.
$100,000 for like the most simple shit.
There's no arguing that. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's a couple grand just for the starter pistol.
Yeah.
And like fucking who knows how many fucking levels.
Yeah.
But once you understand the economy and understand the game, then, and have the time and patience, I have no life, so I have the time.
Yeah.
You can game the economy pretty fucking well. I had the fucking motorcycle club. That was the first one I ever bought. The first business. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the cheapest, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know now. The last I ever played, they had just released the arcades.
Was that after the big fancy gambling place?
Yes.
The casino? Okay, yeah.
Not too far, too long after, but...
Yeah, I stopped right before they came out with the arcades then.
I stopped right after.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's still the cheapest option.
Yeah.
But back when I was playing, it was the cheapest fucking option.
Oh.
I had the motorcycle club. I had the weed processing place.
Yeah, I was really, really close to getting that, but I never was able to.
The one in Polito?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I had the bunker, the gun running bunker.
Oh.
That was a pain in the ass to get.
I never could have imagined getting
I
that.
had the facility. You know, the Osprey.
Mm-hmm.
The helicopter plane.
Okay.
You have to unlock. I don't know if you have to. I'm pretty sure you have to unlock the facility to use the thing, but I'm not entirely sure. And then just little tidbits here and there. Mark II weapons and fucking dildos on my shoes, probably. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
But then I had the Colin Jolly, the futuristic tank.
Oh.
I
wanted the Batmobile.
I had that.
Oh.
Dude, it is fun to piss people off.
Yeah.
like I wouldn't even purposely kill people with it. It just kind of happened.
Oh.
I had the Colin Jolly, I had the Batman, I had the A-10, I had the Huey, I had an attack helicopter, I had a water boat plane thing, and then various odds and ends. I had the Kuruma, which, by the way, if you're just starting out in GTA Online, do the first heist, the last mission of the first heist. You'll unlock, or at least you used to. My brother said you don't anymore. But pro advice, and for once I can say that confidently. That's the word I was looking for. Not functionally.
Yeah.
I can say that confidently. You do the heist. You unlock the Kuruma, the armored Kuruma. Then you're going to want to go and buy that. Last I checked, it was 500,000.
The dogs were freaking out about a cat. Anyway, last mission of the first heist, something about the armored Kuruma.
Yes, the armored Kuruma. Last I checked, it was 500,000. It can be or at least way back when, before they had all the fucking stupid shit. It was a pain in the ass to get that money. But when you did, it was such an amazing feeling. And in that thing, it's a fucking tank. Like, it's not gonna withstand. Well, it will withstand explosives depending on where on the car it hits. But more often than not, if someone has a rocket launcher, you're gonna want to get the hell out of there. Which the Kuruma is fucking fast as hell. Question. And it maneuvers very well. Answer.
What was the largest sum of money that you had in your bank at one time? Mine was maybe 3 million. Definitely not any more than that. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
No, tell me.
13 and something mil.
Did you have to buy any of that with real world money?
Nope.
No? Really?
Okay, wait. I might have bought one when I was first starting out, just because there was a deal going on.
Yeah.
But it was like the cheapest fucking shark card. So
I think that's only like 2 million. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was really just to get myself settled.
Yeah. And
then after getting settled, I never.
What is your proudest moment in GTA Online?
Oh God.
So mine was we had just set up a system in my ex-wife's house where they had just upgraded their internet to a gig speed, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. It was me, my ex-wife, and our 2 brothers, all on separate Xbox Ones.
I think you've told me this story. But...
And we were all in a group chat or whatever and just screaming at each other across the house. And that was really fun. But it was right when the casino opened up. And it was like either the very first time or maybe the second or third time that we had ever like used the casino. And so we were like, okay, we're going to do our daily spins. And it's like, oh, what did you get? Oh, I got $1 million. It's like, oh, what did you get? I got a fucking shirt. What did you get? Oh, I got a rock. And my ex-wife was the most pissed because she's like, I got 50 chips for the casino. It's like, okay, it's your turn, Nick. Go ahead and spin. And I'm like, man, I really want that James Bond car that also transforms into a boat. And I fucking got it.
Stromberg, I think it is.
It either transforms into a boat or it transforms into a plane. I don't remember what. But
I mean, there is a DeLorean that can fly.
Uh-huh.
But that's the Back
But no,
to the Future.
it was a James Bond looking car.
So then that would have been. Are you sure it was a boat?
No, I just said I wasn't sure. It was either a boat or a plane.
Could it have been a submarine?
Maybe.
Because if it's a submarine, then it's the Stromberg.
That sounds familiar. But anyway, yeah.
The
First
car
spin.
submarine.
Yeah. First spin. First spin. I got the car, and everybody was very mad at me.
I never cared for the spins. I was too busy working for my fucking businesses and shit.
Well, it's a really quick, like 5-second thing. You just go in, spin the wheel, get your prize, and walk out.
Yeah, but it also seemed like there was always people there.
Yeah.
And
there's no line. You can just walk up to it and hit A.
I know that there's no fucking line, but griefers and hackers and all that.
The inside of the casino is a no PvP zone.
Oh.
Yeah, they can't hurt you inside the casino.
No one ever told me that.
Oh, yeah. There's no PvP inside the casino.
Well, regardless, I just didn't care. Because I was having fun doing what I was doing already, which was running people over with tanks and just doing the fucking casino missions, dude. Holy fuck.
I remember doing those as like a 4-man team, the 4 of us. They were pretty fun.
Oh, I'm sure with 4 it's easy.
Yeah.
We did 2.
Yeah.
My buddy and I. We did 2.
Yeah, that seems like it might be a little difficult.
And and we went for the most profitable way, which I forget what that option is. But yeah. I miss that game. I miss Dodo.
Dodo?
That's it. Well, his name was David, but his online name was Dodo Bird. And I had known him for years.
So, back to the whole cash grabby thing.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Long story short, I earned all of my shit.
Yeah.
Through countless like fucking GTA in general. Mm-hmm. This includes story mode, online, and 5M. Mm-hmm. I had well over 1,000 hours. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
And that was my last check. So I'm probably closer to 2,000 now.
Yeah. We, so, nothing that I want to talk about really quick is, consumables and, skins. So, like, skins is whatever.
Yeah.
People buy skins. It's just cosmetic stuff. It doesn't affect you, right?
It doesn't affect the gameplay in any way, shape, or form.
No,
yes.
But what has become a common practice, especially in Call of Duty, I don't know. I think they do this also in, like, Destiny and a couple other shooters. I'm not 100% sure because I don't play anything else. But Call of Duty especially is you can either buy just a skin or no, they did away with that. You can't just buy a skin anymore. It has to be in a bundle. And usually the bundle comes with the skin, like a couple of double XP tokens, and an upgrade for a specific gun. And that
nobody else can get.
Yeah.
Unless they pay for it.
Yes, and it's like, either a blueprint, which is fine because usually it's just a couple attachments that you can unlock anyway. But sometimes it's literally like, oh,
brand new gun.
Your gun glows now, and also you do double damage. Like, what the fuck is? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why you would allow somebody to be able to buy double damage permanently for a specific gun?
Like the 2 XP tokens, fine, whatever. Like I've used those.
Yeah.
The fucking skins, fine, whatever. I never. Actually, no. I take that back. I bought an Aku skin.
Or
not skin, but
charm. Oh,
charm. Yeah, Aku. Yes. And every time I was going into battle, regardless of what gun I had, Aku came with.
I have a tiny little cutesy sheep. And his name is Squish. It's a little sheep. And it's really cute because when you aim down your sights, you can see him like
Yeah,
right there next to
yeah.
your gun, and he has a like little X butthole underneath his tail because his tail is up.
That's yeah.
Yeah. But the most egregious thing, which I have specifically up on the board, that I want to talk about is
What is on the board?
EA.
Ah, yes.
If some
But
of you don't
before we
know,
go into this next subtopic, have you noticed anything different about our setup? That I
no,
haven't already brought to your attention?
no.
Okay. Can you see the string lights above me on my cam?
No.
Would you mind bringing that up a little bit then?
Ah, you can see the changing lights. The lights are changing.
Yeah, but it's how they're changing. If I can fucking hold my pick right, that'd be nice. I am muting like a motherfucker. Ah! They change with noise.
Beautiful.
I found that out earlier.
You found that out? I told you about that when we first put them up.
Yeah, but I thought you needed the app.
Oh.
So I thought that was cool. And I wanted to share that.
Okay.
So I've probably been giving the viewers a seizure for a little while now. Thanks. Okay. Anyways, EA. And you know what? Let's not just lob EA in there. Let's lob fucking Activision and.
Well, no, this is specific to EA. I'm talking about a specific thing that happened.
Oh, which one?
Well, I will get to that.
Well, I'm waiting.
So they bought the rights to do Star Wars games from Disney a while ago, a very long while ago. I think while the sequel trilogy was still coming out. And they did a remake of Star Wars Battlefront, and it was kind of whatever because there was really no campaign to it. It was just the online multiplayer. I only played it like once or twice, but I was high, so I don't remember. But Battlefront 2, I've played it. It's a good game. The campaign's pretty good. Multiplayer is all right. Not much to complain about. But when it first came out, they're like, yes, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to have a campaign and multiplayer, and there's going to be heroes versus villains this time, because the first remake only had like the rebel soldiers and the droids and the clones and the stormtroopers. But this time you could play as Jedi and Sith and Boba Fett and all these different characters. They're like, oh, cool. It's like, yeah, you'll get a starting amount of characters that you can play, and then the rest are unlockable over time. And so,
Run,
like,
little Mexican, run!
okay.
He wasn't little. He was actually very tall.
So you got a very small amount of characters you can play for each faction. I don't remember what anything was except for the big one. But let's say like Yoda, you had to unlock by completing like 17 hours of online multiplayer plus finishing the campaign. That's how you unlock them. Or you can unlock them with $5. And that wasn't awful, but it was still like, really, that's kind of weird.
17 hours
Yeah, something like that.
and completing the campaign. That's
Yeah.
How long was the fucking campaign?
I don't know, but that's not the point. Anyway,
That kind of is the point.
no, it's not. So you keep on derailing me. But the most egregious part that everybody remembers, if anybody remembers, is Darth fucking Vader. The big bad guy, the one that everybody knows by name. Everybody sees that and they go, Los Verdos! Like little Spanish children starving on the street know what the fuck a Darth Vader is, right? Like, that was the most egregious one. You could unlock him by playing like 17,000 hours of gameplay or $25. Like some way out there, like no casual gamer is ever going to unlock that. Like hardcore gamers that play every day, sure, they could probably unlock that fairly quickly, but like
in like a year.
Yeah, but like if you have like a 9-to-5 job, like 5 days, 6 days a week, you're never gonna get that. And people were so fucking angry that they emailed EA, they emailed every single person that they could find email addresses for. They called the helplines. They sent physical mail. They did everything that they possibly could to be like, hey, what the fuck? And they even had like an AMA on Reddit. It was all like, hi, I am the lead developer of the new Star Wars Battlefront 2. Ask me anything. And 97% of every single question that came in for this person was, what the fuck? Where's Darth Vader?
Hold on. Was it actually, like, did you go and check 97%?
Yes.
Oh my god. I just had to check because... God damn.
And apparently this AMA was supposed to last 5 hours. They had to cut it short at 2 hours because there was nothing but Darth Vader questions.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Maybe because you done fucked up, Charlie. Who the fuck is Charlie?
I don't know, but the game released and that stipulation for a couple of characters were in place. But after about a week of the game launching, they're like, hey, sales aren't doing as well as we thought they would. How about we change the whole Darth Vader thing? And they changed it to a token-based system where every day you would get, like, if you do your login challenges, like complete 6 headshots, capture the flag 10 times, whatever. Once you complete 3 of those daily challenges, you get 1 token. And you can you can get 1 token by doing extra daily challenges or just completing like your what do you call them, your achievements. And they changed it to where Darth Vader was only like 15 tokens or something. So realistically, you could get Darth Vader within like 15 days. So yeah, they changed that. They rehauled that whole entire system because nobody wanted to buy it and everybody was complaining.
So I guess that's a lesson to game companies out there. Don't fuck with us nerds.
Yeah.
Or us gamers.
They're like, what? You don't have $25 in your pocket? It's like, no, I have starving children, you fuck!
Yeah, I'm Mexican.
Okay. I can't feed my children with a Darth Vader.
Okay, Dorothy, go hunt!
Yeah. Go get those Ewoks and grill them up for us.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Use your force choke.
Yeah. Another thing, another like video game controversy.
Well, while we're on the topic of EA, EA, it might have been, or maybe that was Ubisoft. I don't remember now. One of the two fired like a high number of employees, like 70% or something like that of their employees, as cost-cutting measures.
Yeah, a lot of game companies are doing that nowadays, though.
And I'm gonna laugh when, actual good game developers start up their own fucking game development companies,
Well,
and surpass the fucking companies that fired them.
that's the thing, though. That has happened. Where, like, a large number of a certain game studio will be fired or just cut, and then they go and make their own game studio. And then guess what? Big bad Ubisoft or big bad EA. EA is a horrible one at this. Or whoever comes along is like, we want to buy your game company. Here's $1 billion. And they do nothing with it and cut the entire staff. They keep doing it. They keep doing it over and over and over again. Specifically with, again, Star Wars. The people who produced and launched the first two Battlefront games is called Pandemic Studios. That's what EA did. They bought out Pandemic Studios and did nothing with it and cut the entire that section of staff out. They kept like 1 or 2 people and then fired the rest. They do that constantly.
Yeah. What really needs to happen is, because if you make a good game that is meant to be enjoyed and played like people used to, people will buy your game, no fucking problem. Because us gamers, we are sick of the fucking microtransactions. We are sick of the fucking in-game purchases and fucking ads or whatever the fuck. If you make a genuine, decent game that is, it doesn't even have to be great, just decent.
You want to know a really good
That's the
example of
sad
that?
part. It has to be decent, and the big game companies can't even do that.
You know what's a really good example of that?
What?
Is the guy that made Stardew Valley. It's a small little indie project made by one fucking guy, and it is continually being updated by one fucking guy. And his game has made probably a couple $100 million for him. And I know for a fact, because it's one of my wife's favorite games. She updates me on stuff like that. I guess Microsoft has offered to buy him out for like $1 billion or so, like 2 or 3 different times, and he keeps on saying like, no, I saw what you guys did with Minecraft, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Minecraft used to be fun.
Well, it is to a certain extent, but like something that Minecraft specifically did recently that really pissed me off is that you know how they release like just maps, like a world with a theme.
Yeah.
They have orangutans and zebras and monkeys, little chimps.
Everything people have been asking for.
Yeah, that are not in the base game, and it's just in that one world. And I'm like, if we don't get all of those creatures within the next year in the base game,
I'm gonna sue.
Yeah.
Fucking false advertisement and monkey shenanigans.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, fucking Activision, all of them. There was one guy who... Have you ever heard of the game Unturned?
No.
It's a first-person survival, zombie survival game. First person PvP zombie survival game. And it was developed by one dude.
Yeah.
And only one dude. And he sold out. He has a version on Xbox One. The original game on PC is free to play. Yeah. Sure, there's a store where you can purchase stuff, but it was just like outfits and skins for your guns and shit like that, you know. Nothing crazy. The Xbox store version, you have to pay like $30 for. Free $30 for something that's going to have worse performance.
Probably, yeah.
Because, like, let's be honest. No console is going to be able to stand up against a fucking PC.
Depends on how old it is. My Xbox does better than a Commodore 64.
You know what I mean, though.
Do I?
Do you want me to stab you in the throat?
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
PC.
Mm-hmm.
Like a run-of-the-mill starter gaming PC. Hell, fucking a budget PC, you know, that an office worker would use.
Like my PC that we're running right now?
Yeah. That could probably at least outrun a 360.
They could probably keep up with it.
It'd be a toss-up, yeah.
Yeah.
Because...
Like an Xbox One? Probably not.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 are the same.
Absolutely not. 360 cannot...
Internally, but with like a different processor.
I was going to say, a 360 cannot run 60 frames per second at 4K.
Won't.
Can't.
Won't.
Can't.
Chewbacca. There's a mic there.
Mexicant.
I know you are, but what am I?
White.
But yeah, no, I remember when games were enjoyable. And like it's not to,
Dude,
it's not to say that they're not enjoyable now, but like
a lot of them are not.
It literally is just some dude walks into a fucking boardroom and is like, "Hey, let's make this game." And then another dude is like, "Hey, let's fucking make it, but make it fucking atrocious."
Yeah.
And everybody else is like, "Yeah!"
There's this game called Marvel's Midnight Suns, which has everything baked into it that I would enjoy. I love the supernatural elements of comic books. I love the characters like Blade and Ghost Rider and Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Those are some of my favorites. And they have the turn-based combat that I absolutely go autistically apeshit over a lot of the time. And it has like card game like elements to it, which I find fucking fascinating. Everything about it seems so like I should love this game. But I got so fucking bored of it so fucking easily. I got maybe 6 at most, 6 missions in. And 2 of them were tutorial missions, so like I couldn't stand it, dude. It was so boring because it's all like, oh, after that high octane action, now you get to walk around this campus or this castle or whatever and talk to the different people and, oh, hi, Blade. You're looking very muscly. Would you like to sleep with me? Oh, I'm just a damsel in distress, or whatever the fuck it was. And it's like, oh, hi, Spider-Man. Oh, what would you have for breakfast today? And you actually have to go around and like talk to them. It's part of the whole thing. Like, you gain experience points, and you can sometimes get like different power-ups from talking to people, different characters, and like asking them how their day was and like what social issues they're dealing with, and like, oh, I left my magic cape of levitation out in the garden. Could you go fetch it for me, please? I'll give you...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Shit like that. And
I fucking hate that fucking shit.
Yeah, and there's this
it's
part...
like, do it yourself!
Yeah, and there's this part where it's like daily sparring. You can spar with different characters, and you can get synergy bonuses with those characters. And it's literally like, walk up to them, hit a button. Would you like to spar today? Yeah, I want to spar with you. Not even a cutscene of them fighting. It's literally just a still image of like Blade swinging a sword down at your character, and it's all like, this happened, and this happened, and this happened. You gained this bonus, and then that's it.
Dude, that's so fucking lazy.
There's like literally half an hour of boring bullshit at this castle that's like the hub world versus like 10 minutes of actual gameplay. I was so bored. And I'm like, I understand that they're trying to make this interesting with character development, but there's not enough actual action. And also, when you get your character is one person in each battle. You get to choose 3 other characters, so there's 4 characters in total. And some characters are better at some things versus other things. But the thing is, when you load the mission, it's like, oh, you will be fighting supernatural elements mostly, and you get in there. And there's mostly supernatural creatures that you're fighting, but there's also a couple of like regular, like they're called Hydra, like regular army men. And it's like, oh, well, I have 3 characters that do really, really well with supernatural elements, like Ghost Rider and Blade and whoever, but I don't have anybody that's really good against normal people. So like I get totally butt fucked by those normal people that I can't defend against because I have nothing that's good against them. And in order to like get back into the hub world to change your team, you have to go all the way out into the main fucking menu of the game when you first boot it up and then go back in.
Oh my.
Yeah. So I was literally six missions in, and I'm like, hey, so I know that I paid like I didn't pay full price. I think it was like $40. Like I know I paid.
Wait, that wasn't full price?
$40 was not full price. The full price game was like $65 at the time. Right now, I think it's like 40 because it's been a while. But
talk about pay. I was gonna say pay to win, but cash grab.
Yeah. But I'm like, I know I paid like $45 or so for this, but I just fucking can't. I cannot. And then, like, I found out there's a DLC to add Deadpool into the game. And I'm like, he could add some hilarity, but, like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, and it probably costs fucking another $45.
It costs $10.
Oh, that's still ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's something that I like about Rockstar, at least. Once you buy the game, you own the game.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't say that anymore because of GTA Store or whatever. GTA Rockstar Hub, something. They released their own
Social Club?
No, it's something else. It might be Social Club. They made it where you had to pay to be able to play online, essentially.
Oh.
From what I understand. I haven't touched it in years, so
I think that's just Game Pass and PSN Plus.
Yeah, but imagine having to fucking pay for that Game Pass.
And then GTA Online?
Yeah.
Also?
Yeah.
Oh. That's fucking disgusting.
I don't know if it's still that way, and I don't know if I understood it properly, but that's my understanding.
If that's true, that's such horseshit.
Yeah. But it used to be, once you had the game, you got all the DLC for free.
Mm-hmm.
It would just install to the game. Sure, sometimes it'd take fucking forever. But you at least got it, you know.
And then there were season passes where, like, oh, you pay for the base game and then you pay for all of the DLC separately, but it was a one-time purchase where it's like, oh, we only have 2 DLC available now, but if you pay for the season pass, you'll get the 2 DLC plus the 2 extra DLC that are coming down the road. There's that, but now they're coming out with multiple season passes where it's all like, oh yeah, we're going to bundle these 4 DLC that are going to come out this year, and that's 1 season pass, and then season 2 season pass is these 3 or 4 DLC that are coming next year. And that's pretty shitty. And then the thing that pisses me off the most, specifically about like season passes like that, is Call of Duty's Battle Pass.
Yeah.
Because you don't just pay for it once. You don't just pay for it twice. You pay for it each and every, 2.5 months, 3 months?
Yeah.
When a new Battle Pass season comes out.
Actually, I think it's like every month.
It's a little bit more than a month because I actually paid for a Battle Pass because they had a WWE collaboration. They had Rhea Ripley, and I'm like, oh, she's fucking drop dead hot, so I want her. and that's the only time I ever paid for a battle pass, and then that lasted for about not quite 3 months, but a little bit more than 2 months, and then the battle pass changed.
One game that I'm not sure if EA made it. Has EA always owned The Sims?
Yes. I know because my wife complains about it a lot.
You and me both.
You know they have drivable cars in The Sims 2, but not in The Sims 4, which is the current one that they're on.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that they had drivable cars in 2.
They also don't have, like, usable cabinets. I think they're just for decoration. You can't put anything in them.
What?
Yeah. I think that was a specific one that my wife had told me about, but yeah.
One of these days, we should set up and we should just record and pick apart everything that is wrong with the game.
That's a possibility.
I think that'd be very enjoyable.
I literally know nothing about The Sims. I tried making a family once, and I literally didn't get past the character creation because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I just click randomize.
Oh. No, I literally took like an hour and a half making my own little family, like a mom and a dad and like 2 kids or whatever.
I think I just made one character, and he died within a week.
Oh.
But the last good Sims game that I remember, keep in mind I've only played 4 a couple of times, and that's it. And this game was The Sims Clue? Detective? Something edition.
Huh.
Literally, you play as a detective, and you have to go and solve mysteries. And at the time, it bored the shit out of me. But looking back at it now, I'm like, dude, that was actually fucking genius.
Huh.
And I believe it was for the Wii, believe it or not.
The Wii?
The Hua?
Yeah. Yeah, those kinds of games don't really interest me a whole lot, but
no, it was genuinely interesting because looking back now, it's genuinely interesting because like not a lot of games did what that game did, and I think the reception of it was actually pretty damn good. I've never heard anyone talk bad about it.
The Sims Clue
or Detective or something. But it was funny to me because they didn't speak a real language. And so I go around just fucking mocking them.
My Sims Agents?
Can I see the picture? Yeah, that's it!
It has a 78% on Metacritic and a 7.9% out of 10 on IGN. So not bad, but not
terrible.
Great. Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, that was a game that I didn't enjoy at the time. Mainly because I was a dumbass kid, you know, that didn't understand how to fucking read context clues and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I would just wander around for hours like, what the fuck do I do? Even though it's staring me right in the face, you know, like, go to the fucking windmill.
Isn't that such a magical experience where you play a game as a stupid fucking idiot child and you're like, duh, how do I get past level 2? And then as an adult, you complete the whole game and you're like, why did I have such an issue?
I want to get my hands on that game. I want to get my hands on that game just to play it as an adult.
Yeah.
I would kill for that experience. Just so I could be like, you're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a dumbass now, but wow.
Yeah, I remember actually. Do you remember the moment that you gained sentience? There was a moment.
Yeah, when I had a boner for the first time. What?
When you're a kid and you just all of a sudden go, I understand everything now.
Newsflash. No, you don't.
Well, you know, your brain's cherry pops, and you're just like, a whole world of understanding opens up before you. Because you're no longer a stupid idiot child. Now you're just a regular idiot child. That moment for me was
I haven't
playing...
hit that part yet.
No?
No. I'm still a retarded, stupid idiot child.
That moment for me was playing Lego Star Wars on my Game Boy Advance. I remember the exact time and place I was. I was in the back seat of course, my parents' car. But I remember we were house shopping, trying to move into a different place, and we're looking at this one specific place. I vaguely remember the layout of the house, but I'm all like, okay, cool. Yeah, sure. I like this place.
It's a house.
Can I go play on my Game Boy now? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they stayed inside, looked around more, and I was just playing on my Game Boy. And there was this part that I kept on getting stuck at on episode 3, where I was fighting General Grievous. And the thing is, I couldn't figure out how to damage him, like, at all. And I couldn't figure it out.
Is it the one where he's like...
The 4 lightsabers?
Yeah, and he's like blocking, and you have to attack when he's not blocking?
No. Oh. No, the thing was, you had to do a jump attack to stun him and then attack. And when I finally figured that out, I don't know how long I was trying to figure that out, but when I finally figured that out, I was just like, oh! Like, I understand the universe now.
Newsflash, no you don't.
No, I don't. I still don't.
Yeah, life is ultimately meaningless.
Okay.
Yes, we're back to that.
No. Another video game controversy that's going on right now that I don't understand is this game called Dragon Age Veilguard, which is number 4 in a series. They say it's like super duper horribly woke because you can do things like have different pronouns and have like, oh, this is like a female type-ish body but with male characteristics, or the opposite. Or you can even have like top surgery scars and stuff. And people are like, in a fantasy setting, why would you want to be transgender? And it's like, because people want what they want. And if it curtails to what people want, even if it's a very small minority, let them have their fun. Fuck off. Yeah. They're not pushing it on you. You can choose not to purchase the game. Hell, you can even buy the game and choose not to have the top surgery scars. You can have a normal looking orc dude that's big and buff with the male characteristics and super macho. And you can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the hell you want. Like, I don't understand people that are like that. Like, they're putting the fucking woke in the video games. Like,
the water's turning the frogs gay.
Yeah. Like, there is an option to not. Just not. Just don't.
Wait, so I can stop living?
Yeah, you can become livant. So a friend of ours passed away recently, and oh
yes, very sad.
I told my wife, like, yeah, a participant died today, and she's like, why? What did he do? I'm like, no, like, he actually died. It's like, okay, who killed him? Like, why is he in trouble? I'm like, he passed away. She's like, he passed away. I'm like, the Lord took his soul and put it somewhere else. And he's like, oh, okay.
Was it yours?
No.
Isn't that what she said?
No.
She didn't say anything like that. Was it yours?
No.
Was it that dumbass?
Oh, was it your participant? I'm like, yeah, no, it wasn't.
Thanks for the concern, though, because I do stupid shit.
Yeah.
A lot. Like right now, I'm sitting over a pool of lava
Okay.
and honey. Segway!
Into?
Check out our Patreon. We just reviewed Blood and Honey.
And he still needs to censor like 2 seconds of titty. Yes, there's titties in a movie called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And
The first one.
And she dies tits first.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fed her tits first.
Well, head first, but yes.
Well, it looked like she was already being
myrtled.
Wood grinded?
Yeah.
But like tit grinded?
Don't say that.
I don't know what else to call it.
But yes.
Winnie the Pooh fed this girl into a wood chipper, and it looks like the tits went in first.
One of my favorite horror movie tropes is a very silent character that doesn't say anything or says very little, and then all of a sudden shouts out of anger. A really good, it's not a horror movie, but they did that in one of the Planet of the Apes movies, one of the more recent ones, where I think it's the one with James Franco where he's like teaching him how to like be nice or whatever. And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, you can't, monkey communism won't work. You can't do it. And then he just goes, it's like, yeah, I know you're angry, but you can't do it. And he just goes, no! And then everybody's like, oh, fuck. The monkey say words. And they kind of did that thing in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1. But he didn't shout. Yeah. He didn't shout. He just
you left.
Yeah. I kind of liked that bit.
I did too.
It was really cool to have like an impactful statement said at the very last by a silent character.
There's a second one, and honestly, I'm concerned that there's a second one.
Yeah.
Because the first one wasn't.
Here's my prediction if we ever do watch that. Piglet didn't die.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But you'll have to watch our review of that to understand why we think that.
Ooh, I think
link in the description.
I think owls in the right concept are ooky spooky, so I think it would be cool if they used owl.
Right?
In that one, yeah. Like a demonic looking owl creature, man.
Honestly, thing. I would love to see how they would make Rue terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, I would pay to see that.
Or like the spirit of Eeyore.
Just, death is ultimately meaningless.
Okay.
I'm funny.
Okay.
I'm funny, goddammit!
You want to know what's really funny, ladies and gentlemen? Morgan, why don't you show the people what you bought on accident?
Wait, on accident?
Yes, because you thought it was electronical. When it is not, in fact, electronical.
So, I got this at the local DI.
Jeez, dude.
What? Too close?
It's too loud.
That was normal voice.
Not voice. Slam. Mic. Hit.
Your mom.
Anyway.
So I got this at the DI last night, and I thought it'd be cool to tear apart. For Tech Talk. And I'm still going to tear it apart.
It's literally just a plastic shell, though. You slide your cell phone into it. It's not an actual, like, augmented reality thing. It's just a plastic shell with eye holes.
Do I look scary?
No.
Do I look like Winnie the Pooh?
No.
Oh.
You look like a dumbass with a piece of plastic over your face.
Maybe I'll use the master key on this and see what's inside.
What the fuck is a master key?
A hammer.
Oh. Understandable. So yeah, that's fun.
I'm actually really annoyed about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because like I was thinking, how does it know what's on your screen, like your phone screen?
Mm-hmm. It's because your phone screen's in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
You really think an actual like augmented reality headset or like whatever they're called, an Oculus, you really think they're gonna sell that for $5 at the DI or the Youth Ranch?
Yeah.
No.
You'd be surprised what you can find at a fucking thrift store. Most of the time, people don't even know what the fuck they're looking at.
Not for cheap. You might be able to find one at a thrift store, but not for cheap.
I stand by my statement. Anyways, now I gotta find something else to tear apart for TikTok.
You have another laptop in there, don't you?
No.
Oh, you already tore that apart?
No. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Although I'm sure you can already figure out.
Not really. Do you have anything else to talk about for...
Get your mic for a second.
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
Right? Like,
yeah. What, do you have anything else to discuss before we end out the episode?
a while ago, Ubisoft was talking about shutting down the studio. So Ubisoft has a bunch of different studios. I don't know if you knew that.
Uh-huh.
Like they have one in Canada. I'm pretty sure they have one in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously in America.
Mm-hmm.
And just all over the fucking place. But they were talking about shutting down the Canadian
Studio?
yes, that. Thank you. The Canadian studio, which was responsible for creating Rainbow Six Siege.
Mm-hmm.
A game that went very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
That I have bought multiple times over.
Oh.
Love that game. It's very fun to fucking piss people off and shoot them in the face. Something I wish I can do in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I piss people off enough.
Mm-hmm.
You're a dirty monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Anger. I forget what bit that was from, but
It had something to do with Biden.
oh, just please. Anyways, they were talking about shutting down the Canadian. I think it's called like Ubisoft Ukraine or something like that.
Ukraine? That is not in Canada.
Quebec.
Montreal?
Maybe.
Okay.
Either way, they were talking about shutting down this super fucking successful studio
Mm-hmm.
because
You've said this like 5 times already.
yeah, I gotta build up the suspense.
Okay.
It's not because I have shit memory.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
Because I have shit memory.
Okay. Because?
They were making the games and the products that they were making were using too much man hours.
Mm.
And so Ubisoft, you know, this big fucking million, cajillion, billion-dollar company is just like, yeah, we don't like what you're doing unless it's making us money. So, I don't know if they ever did that, but there was an uproar about it. And there was a bunch of whistleblowers from top gaming companies too, and that was interesting to hear about. I want to start a game development studio, but instead of paying them, I pay them with their lives. Because if they don't work for me, they die. Pretty sure that's how slavery took place.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sort of anything about them getting rid of, because there's Ubisoft Toronto and a Ubisoft Montreal.
Was it Toronto? It might have been Montreal. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about them shutting either of those down.
Well, they were like, we like what you're doing when it's making us money, but right now it's not making us money. So
it's almost like it takes time to make video games.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
You can't just piss one out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was irritating, and that's the problem with all these fucking companies. They have more money than they can spend in a cajillion lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
But they're always wanting more.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What are they gonna do when the currency's bottle caps? We should do that just to piss them off. There'll be 5 bottle caps, please. I have this stuff. Oh, we don't accept that anymore. We stopped accepting that yesterday, and does that taste good?
Does what taste good?
Your mic?
How would I know that?
You were just eating it.
No, I wasn't. I was rubbing my chin up against it.
I want to go back to the basement now.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of the Taboo Tater Tots Club podcast. My energy meter has run out almost completely.
I can tell. Be sure to check out the Patreon link down in the description. We do movie reviews, and you'll also get exclusive bloopers over there. Check out the TikTok. There's some funny shit. Check out the Twitter. Nick posts things. He thinks he's a comedic genius.
Let's see really quick. What was the last thing I posted on Twitter?
Everybody else just thinks he's a moron.
Probably.
Check out the Redbubble. You can get our logo as well as a bunch of other logos on shirts, skirts. I'm scared. Shower curtains. Llama pants. I don't know.
The last thing that I posted was actually a repost.
Coffee cups.
It's literally just a crispy JPEG of a rat, and it says repost if you have balls.
Which means you have to subscribe if you have balls or don't.
See.
Subscribe if you do or don't have balls, because yes. We are inclusive around here.
Also, I said we were revoking rights for everyone. Y'all couldn't behave. It's not just the women, but the men and the children too. Cash App, tip jar.
Yes, Cash App. Any proceeds from the Patreon or the Cash App will go to upgrades for the studio and Nick's Magic cards. Speaking of which, check out Nick's Magic channel, Lizards with the Most. He does unboxing and opening and pricing, and every now and then him and I play some games together.
It's really funny because I had a ginormous box of about 2,000 Magic cards, and I tried selling them at the card shop that I go to usually, and they're like, yeah, we're not taking Magic cards anymore. Not for a while, because I got like a really backed up inventory. So I'm like, okay. So I took it to the comic book shop, and the comic book shop guy is all like, oh, Magic cards, okay. And he's like, well, I need to go through all of these and see what they're actually worth. And I'm like, well, I just want like $30-$40 in trade value. That's really all I want. You're welcome, because I had these like little cardboard boxes with 60 cards and then these plastic sleeves with about 12 cards each. I was like, what you could do is just sell the 12 card bundles for like $2-$3, and then the 60 card bundles for like $5-$10. You don't even have to go through them. And he's like, that's actually a really good idea. He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I want like 8 booster packs, and that's it. Like play booster packs, the cheapo ones. And he's like, I can work with that. And there you go. Yeah, so shout out to the Collective comic book shop in
Burley, Idaho.
Is it Burley or Hayburn? I think it's Burley.
Yeah, it's on the far side of of Burley
Yeah.
from Hayburn. So yeah, it would be Burley.
If y'all in the area, check those guys out. They got some really cool shit.
They do. I just don't understand any of it.
They gave me, not really gave me, but well, they gave me a discount on my Ant-Man up in the corner. Behind. Yeah. And yeah, he's really cool. They were selling him for $35, but I'm like, what about 25? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, yay.
Nerds helping nerds.
Yes.
Which means you have to subscribe and like this video.
If you don't, that's okay.
We still love you. You are loved.
Arnold Schwarzenegger will eat your toes if you don't.
Dude, he can eat my toes anytime he wants. I don't know what that means.
Toenails have lots of protein. Lots of protein for my gains. All right, I don't have a quippy comment to exit this out on.
My dad's toes fit in a box.
Okay, bye.